Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. I am Victor Huerta, and on today's real estate show, we are going to discuss interest rates and how they affect you in your mortgage payments and the overall lifetime of the loan. It's a very important factor when you're thinking about purchasing a house, knowing what rate you're gonna get and how it's going to affect your overall monthly payments and your overall loan as far as the terms in 30 years. So I'm gonna run into some examples here for you and just deep dive into the information right now. So with that being said, let's go.
This is where they go for the real estate info. I'm here to lead and help you succeed. One thing that you'll learn about me is I'm on a mission to get the knowledge to the world when making decisions and buying and selling real estate.
Victor Huerta.
Remember my name.
Okay, welcome back, my friends. So if you have not done so, please click that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when we drop the latest video. I mean, we are just bringing some awesome home buyer content, home seller content, the Phoenix real estate market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate here in the Valley of the Sun. So this is a very, very interesting and major topic, is how interest rates affect you overall in your monthly payments and over the entire mortgage. So I'm gonna bring up some examples here for us and discuss how your payment is calculated pretty much for principal and interest. We are not gonna include taxes and insurance because that is separate. We are only gonna concentrate on principal and interest and how that rate will affect you when purchasing your house. Right now, if you're thinking about buying a house in Phoenix, Arizona in 2020, we have a very high demand, very low supply. So this topic is very crucial, especially if you're shopping for a house here in Phoenix, Arizona, because prices have increased dramatically, rates are low, so housing is still affordable when you may think it is not. So let's deep dive into this right now. So let's get into what the interest rate is. Interest rate. Interest rate is a percentage of the principal that a lender charges you, the borrower, a monthly payment. Okay, so they are actually lending you money to purchase the house. And by that being said, is they're gonna charge you a monthly fee for lending you that lump sum of cash to purchase your house. So now let's deep dive into what annual percentage rate is, which is APR. Let's get into the details of that right now. All right, the actual cost of acquiring the loan plus the interest rate over the duration of the loan. Now, this is APR, okay? This is pretty much all the cost to acquire the loan plus the interest rate. Now, this could include broker fees, closing cost fees, etc. So this is the total cost of the loan to you as the borrower when you are actually purchasing a house. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna take a purchase price of $325,000, and we're gonna go over the lifetime of the loan for 30 years. Now, I got 4 different rates here. I'll be looking at my screen over here because I got everything all set up. We are gonna do a 3.5%, a 4%, a 4.5%, and a 5% rate. Purchase price of $325,000 over a 30-year term, okay? Now, let's start here with 3.5%. At $325,000 purchase of a house at 3.5 rate for 30 years, your total payment is going to be $1459.40. Now that just includes principal and interest. We're not taking into account taxes and insurance, so note that right now. So at $325,000 at 3.5% over the 30-year term, your payment is $1,459.40. Now, total interest paid. Okay, if you were gonna stay in that house for 30 years, your total interest, you would pay $200,381.06. Yes, that's the total interest you would pay for that house, okay? Let's deep dive into the second example, okay? Now, same payment, same price, same terms, $325,000 purchase price over a 30-year term, principal and interest only. Now we're gonna do 4%, a 4% interest rate. Your payment just went up to $1,551.60, okay, over the 30-year period. Okay, that is gonna be principal and interest. Again, we are not taking into account taxes and insurance, where your payment will be higher. Now, the total interest in the lifetime of the loan you're gonna be paying is $233,575.78 if you stayed in that house for 30 years. Now, let's go up to 4.5%. Everything stays the same. $325,000 purchase price over a 30-year term for your loan. Your payment went up to $1,646.73, and the total interest paid if you were to stay in that home for 30 years would be $267,820.73. Now let's get into the big 5%. With everything staying the same, $325,000 purchase price over 30-year period term at 5% interest rate. Heck, my first house was 6.25%. So look at these numbers. Your payment just went up per month, $1,744.67, and over the life term of the loan, $303,081.25. So, as you can see by the images, interest rates do matter when you're buying a house, okay? And what I wanted to just touch base with you guys here is interest rates are so low. I just checked bankrate.com. Interest rates for an FHA loan right now are 3.35%. So the first example was 3.5%. So your monthly payment would be about $1,459 and some change for a $325,000 purchase, but that is only principal and interest. That does not include taxes and insurance. So you're roughly going to be around $1,800 if you get a rate at about 3.5%, and you're purchasing a house around $325,000, doing some quick math right there. Now, there's a couple loan options you can get with this kind of rates, right? You could be FHA, where you're gonna need 3.5% of that sales price to purchase the house. Or you can go conventional, where you will have no mortgage insurance, but you're gonna need 20% of the sales price, so you won't have no mortgage insurance. Okay, so I get this question a lot, like, hey, how do I get a great rate? Well, it's ultimately gonna be up to you. It is pretty much black and white. Okay, you have to have great credit, great income, and low debt. If your credit score is low, your income is high, your debt is high, well, your rate's gonna be a little high. If you have great credit, great income, and low debt, well, you're probably gonna get the best rates in the market. We are seeing some very competitive and great rates at about a 725 to 750 FICO. Anything below that, the rate is going to be a little higher. It's going to be what it is. But especially if you have a lot of debt to income ratio, your rate is going to be a little high, because you're going to be a little high risk. And if you put in the factor that your credit score is low, well, then you are a little higher risk for the lender. So make sure you take that into consideration. And I always tell my clients that meet me here on YouTube or in person or referral, etc., is let's pull your credit to see where you're at now. Now, don't be ashamed of pulling your credits. I mean, it is what it is. It's better to know what your credit score is now before you find the house that you truly love. You want to put an offer in, and then you come to find out that your rate is going to be above 5% because your FICO score is very, very low. You have good income, but you have a lot of debt. So you have to make a plan before you start shopping for a house. So I hope you enjoyed today's video about interest rates and how they affect you as far as your monthly payments and the overall loan and lifetime of the loan of 30 years. Right now in Phoenix, Arizona, it is very, very, very hard to find a house at $280,000 and below. If you're going to be finding a house at that price range, it's going to need some work. It's not going to be something that you could just probably move into. It's going to need some work. I'm just being totally honest right now. We're going to have to be at the $300,000 price range in order to find you something in moving condition right away with not a whole lot of work needed in the house. So with that being said, once again, I am Victor Huerta, a local real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when we drop the latest video. I mean, we're just bringing some home buyer content, home seller content, the Phoenix real estate market updates, so you can be mindful. Okay, you gotta be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, and investing in some real estate. And heck, I would just subscribe for the Phoenix real estate market. I mean, there's nobody else bringing that fire like I do every month when that report comes out, especially if you're thinking about buying or selling. It's one of the best videos and probably the most watched videos on my YouTube channel every month is the market updates each month. So with that being said, thank you for watching, my friends, and we'll see you on the next video. If you have any questions, email me at victor@freeagentproperties.com. Again, that email address is victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you soon.